Pokemon has seen 6 unique regions so far in its 20 years that it's been around. All 6 regions have been based off real-world locations. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh are all based off Japan. Unova is based off the United States, and Kalos is based off France. There are still many places in our world Game Freak could choose as an inspiration, and in this series I will pick a part of the real world and reimagine it as a Pokemon region. And in this episode, as suggested by Grapolian Magic, we will be reimagining Spain as a Pokemon region. But to keep the peninsula whole, and due to the beauty of the land, I will include Portugal in this video. A little southwest of the Kalos region, a region based off Spain and the whole Iberian Peninsula, sits with color and life. Spain is filled with some of the most breathtaking landscapes I have ever seen, and is broken up into 15 regions and 4 island regions. And each region is unique in their own way. Aragon, to the northeast, is grand and mountainous. The coastal Galicia has lush valleys with crystal blue water. And all the way down to the south in Andalusia, we have the mouth of the Mediterranean and the Gibraltar Strait. But not to forget Portugal, their coastline, as pictured on screen now, is simply majestic, and would be a perfect set piece for a major event in a Pokemon game. The landscape is just the beginning of the beauty of Spain. The architecture is a major part of the land, just as the land itself is. The buildings range from the colorful and to the grand, and to even the ancient with the old Roman ruins from when they ruled the peninsula. The land itself has what it takes to make a great region, and that's not including the colorful culture that Spain has. But now to talk about what makes Pokemon games great, the Pokemon themselves. I'm going to start this off with the Spider Orchid, a beautiful flower that is all over the Mediterranean. But I want to include it here because out of all my Where in the World videos, I have never included a plant for a Pokemon. And I have to include this because the look of it alone makes it feel like it could be a little fairy grass Pokemon. For this next one, I advise if you have a fear of spiders, look away now. But this is the Lycosa tarantula, the very first spider to be called a tarantula. The Lycosa is a unique spider having a lighter color compared to other tarantulas. And I think it's time we have an actual good spider Pokemon. One that isn't used for just setting up hazards. And I think the Lycosa could be that Pokemon. And if we're being honest, the whole bug typing needs to be revamped. It's just too many weaknesses. And last we have an animal that would be a crime not to mention if we're talking about Spain. The Spanish fighting bull. The bull is an iconic animal for all of the Mediterranean, but especially in Spain. If there were to be a region set in Spain, it would be a crying shame not to include this fierce fighter in with the mix. This is normally where I would talk about a cryptid or a myth that could be the legendary for the region, but there isn't much Spain has to offer with that. So I'm going to take my filter off and let a little conspiracy slide into this video. Pokemon's Sun and Moon region is a total mystery as of right now. We have no clue what it will be based off of. We only have our theories. Some say Hawaii, some say Southeast Asia, some say South France, and some go for a more broader aspect of it, just saying somewhere in the Mediterranean. I am the latter, believing that Sun and Moon will take place in a region somewhere near Kalos, and we will return to Kalos in the postgame of Sun and Moon. And when Spain was suggested, my imagination started running, and I have 3 more animals that could be Pokemon to show you for Spain. I had a video go up earlier where I talked about the supposed starter Pokemon trademarks. But would you know it, there are animals in Spain that would match up to Mukuro, Niabi, and Ashimari. Let's start with Mukuro. This is the Eurasian tawny owl. They are a common species of wood owl found all over Europe and the Mediterranean, including Spain. They make their nests within holes in trees and have a unique look compared to the other owls. Moving on to Niabi, we have the Iberian lynx, a highly endangered species of predatory cat that is so rarely seen now because of how endangered they are. It is a very handsome cat and has sharp features that would translate well into being a Pokemon, even having ears like devil horns, as it would be the fire-type starter. I picture the middle stage evolution being based off this elegant creature. And last but not least, we have Ashimari. Now, there are no sea lions in the Mediterranean, but there are seals. Though they are not the same animal, but the look of the monk seal is just too cute that it could be a Pokemon on its own. But this is the closest thing in this area that could fit Ashimari. The supposed Sun and Moon starters all have corresponding animals in the Mediterranean, and they are all on the Iberian Peninsula. Could Spain be the region Sun and Moon is based off of? It could be. It's quite possible. Or this could be just me going too far into the conspiracy side of things. This has been episode 4 of Where in the World. And like always, I am having a blast making these videos, so keep the suggestions coming, and as always, I will mention you in a video as thanks for helping me with this series. In the next episode, we will be reimagining Romania and the surrounding areas as a Pokemon region. Before I end this video, I wanted to give you a little public service announcement about things going on in the Pokemon world right now. If you didn't know, Darkrai is now available via a code with Mystery Gift that you can get at GameStop or your version of that store. Also, the Kalos legendaries will be available throughout the month via Internet Mystery Gift. But don't scoff at that just yet. Yveltal and Xerneas will be shiny, and these Pokemon are shiny locked in the game, so Yveltal and Xerneas, this is the first way to get them legitimately. Zygarde isn't shiny, but I highly suggest getting it, because this might be the key to getting Zygarde's perfect form in Sun and Moon. The dates for these distributions will be on screen now. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and follow me on Twitter for updates on anything and everything Pokemon. The link to my Twitter is in the description of every video. As always, this has been Black Phoenix. Thanks for watching.